Hi guys, it's Angel from AngelSkyeTV. Today's your weekly medicine tarot reading for the week of July 2nd. Wherever you are, if you could just close your eyes, I'm going to shuffle the deck. I'm going to call in the angelic realm and the earth elementals to guide this reading for this week, the week of July 2nd. All right. One tip that is important to do when you're doing readings for yourself, make sure you ask the guides to clear your deck. So before every reading, I ask Archangel Michael to vacuum out all the energy from the deck, especially for you readers that actually let people touch your deck to read their energy. Just make sure you get the guides to clear the deck in between every reading. Otherwise, the reading can become muddied. And you'll know when it's muddied when it just doesn't feel right when you pull the cards. It seems like it's off, the reading's off, or the card deck feels sticky. I'm not sure if that's how everyone translates sluggish energy or stagnant energy, but for me, when I need to clear my deck, the deck actually just feels really sticky, and the cards themselves will stick together a lot. And it'll just have like this icky feeling. And that's when I know it's time to clear my deck. I usually clear my deck anyways, but the odd time, like when I'm doing a reading, a client might touch a card or something like that, and I normally don't allow people to touch my deck, but I don't want to be like, don't touch, you know, and freak out at them during the reading, so I just don't say anything. But I don't invite people to touch my deck. I used to do that, and when I first started out, and then it was just, I found it too difficult to clear the deck every time between clients, especially if I'm at a show where I'm doing like, you know, 20, 30 readings in a day. It becomes really cumbersome. So just remember to do that. So when I first started my reading, before I pressed record, I asked Archangel Michael to clear my deck because it was feeling kind of like a little bit weighed down. So let's start our reading for today. All right. Ooh, I love it. So the beginning of the week is the moon card, and this is actually what I was thinking of before I even started the reading, was this, there's a full moon coming up on Sunday. So I'll talk more about that next week, but just so you know, July 9th is a big special moon, and in the Hindu tradition, I believe it's Guru Purnima is the celebration that's happening on July 9th. I was hoping to go to Quebec and celebrate that with my guru, but things sort of just didn't work out, so I won't be doing that this summer. But maybe next year. It's celebrated every year, so, and I've been celebrating it now for over a decade, every year. And I will be celebrating here in Halifax, so don't worry. But it's a great time to just remember all the things you're grateful for and just to celebrate all the things that are working in your life. It's a beautiful time to do that. So that's this Sunday coming up, July 9th. So there will be some really huge epiphanies that happen for many people during this moon, is what the guides are telling me right now. A lot of people will let go of a lot of worries and fears, like unnecessary worries and fears. So this is good, and this is something you should strive for in this moon that's coming up. I couldn't find my astrology little calendar, my astrology guide that kind of lets me know what the moon is in. So I'm a little lost for what sign it's in at the moment, but I'll talk more about that next week. Hopefully I can find it in my mess of books. I have all my books everywhere from my last couple weeks of studying for finals. I have 2 finals left, so then I'm done my first year. So wish me luck on that. I'm hoping to get those out of the way this week if possible. Anyways, back to the reading. So a lot of clarity will come with this moon that's coming up. So you might notice what the guides are saying leading up to this moon. The reason they're bringing it up in this week's reading is because you're going to feel a lot of pressure. Things are going to sort of feel like they're all like everything's coming down on you. It's just bringing the issues that you need to let go of, that you need to resolve, to the surface. This is a good thing. It might not feel good when it's happening, but it's actually a really good thing, because then you're aware, okay, this is my issue, and so is this, and so is this, and so is this, and so is this. So a lot of things will come to the surface, a lot of emotions. It's going to be a little bit of turbulence closer to the, you know, this whole week starting off, just so you know. But powerful intuitive epiphanies will come out of this if you just go and trust the process. They're saying what will be really helpful for you to do is sort of find time alone to listen to some music to help sort of soothe the beast or soothe your soul during this time. That would be really good. Middle of the week, you're going to be feeling really out of character in a good way. More like this sense of like power and fearlessness and just like drive to go after the things that you want. And this is great. There's going to be some career opportunities coming up midweek. Maybe you'll notice some kind of an ad or something like that, or somebody will let you know. But there's an opportunity midweek to keep an eye out for, particularly related to something that you're passionate about, that you really want to pursue. It's not just a random opportunity that's just about money. It's more like something that doesn't initially present itself as a money-making endeavor, but it will lead to that if you follow it, because it's something that gets you, sparks your interest, it makes you excited. So follow that excitement, because that's exactly what's going to bring you down, bring you that wealth that you are looking for. End of the week, it's a time to review some contracts and paperwork and things that, legal stuff. So things like that. It's also a card that's reminding you that you will win in the end. So anybody that you're having sort of a battle with, or you're fighting with, the guides are saying, those of you that are watching that are going through any kind of custody issues or battles, you might be afraid right now that you're going to lose, but they're telling me to tell you, particularly those that are, you know, in situations with custody and in situations where you feel like you're being mistreated, you will win in the end. So know that. Just know that no matter what the situation is at the moment, you will win in the end. There will be redemption, and they want you to know that. Like, this is a very strong message, particularly to, I feel like, to maybe 1 or 2 people that are watching that need to hear this. You will win in the end, so don't give up. When this card comes up, justice will be served, and maybe not justice in terms of human justice, because we all know that there's really no, that's not really a true, like that doesn't always, justice in humanity isn't always prevalent, but the laws of the universe will override the human laws, if that makes sense. So there'll be some fair and objective decisions being made. They are talking to me today about labradorite. I've spoken about this stone a few times on here, and I did want to start up a new weekly stone segment on my channel. I'm hoping to do that maybe starting in September. So this stone here, labradorite, is really helpful when you're going through mental angst. So this week, where the full moon is going to be bringing up a lot of issues, I highly recommend going out and getting this stone. And I do own a crystal boutique in Bedford, Halifax. It's, in my opinion, the best crystal boutique. I have such an amazing selection of stones. I'm partnered with Amethyst Boutique from Parsborough, who has the finest specimens in the province. And, you know, I showcase much of his pieces, large, small, you name it. We have a great selection there, and we definitely have lots of labradorite in. It's a wonderful stone. As you can see, it's iridescent. This is a blue iridescent one, but there's red, purple, yellow, green. Most of the kinds you see in store are the blue and gold, at least at my boutique. The more rare ones that I've seen are the red, which is so beautiful. And usually when I get that in, it's gone right away. But this stone will help get you through that mental angst. We do have a number of labradorite, black labradorite bracelets that I just brought in that are amazing, especially because there's something about when labradorite touches your skin, that connection with the body just helps draw out, like I said, that mental angst. It really works on the thought body, the intellect, and especially it's great for when you're just constantly thinking things you don't want to be thinking, but it's like you're a slave to your own thoughts. It's just this loop that goes on and on and on. You know that it's not useful thinking, but you just keep continually thinking these ways, and we all know that our thoughts create a reality. So it's important to get that in check. So go out and get some labradorite this week if you can. We're open 11 to 6, Tuesday to Saturday. It's a great stone, and remember, hang in there. This week might be a little bit bumpy. Anything that comes to the surface, just write it down, because you will be letting it go. Do a ceremony on the 9th of letting go of the things that no longer serve you, the worries, the fears. That's our recommendation, myself and my guides. You take care of yourself this week for the week of July 2nd, and I will see you back here next week. Take care.